The Elmo project that I took part in is about learning how to use mobile devices in an eco-friendly way that helps the environment. The Elmo actually stands for environmental learning through mobile devices, but through and devices is omitted by the logo. In this project, which was actually organized by the Erasmus Plus, take part 4 different countries: Italy, Spain, Norway, and Greece. So, like, the main difficulty for me was to do something simple and really precise that would make an impact, since I really like elaborate things. But so my first idea was actually to draw a ladybird as a computer mouse, but since the first sketches weren't really my taste, I tried this design that is heart-shaped, and I think it's pretty cute. And I started to add a lot of things to resemble the technology as well. For example, those antennas are resembling a Wi-Fi logo, and this text right here is the Elmo project text, of course, which is actually written with a peculiar font from a 70s show, which is about space and traveling into the future. So I think that it really fits. Also, those circles are actually resembling some devices that you can find on softwares made for music, for producing. But they can resemble as well trees from another point of view, from like the sky, for example. And as for the colors, I was listening to music while I was drawing all of this, because I have really this passion for K-pop and in generally just pop music. It really gives me a lot of energy and creativity that I really need when I'm drawing. And when it came the highlight of the song, a rap piece that went viral on the internet for that amazing design. And since those colors really stand out and give really the idea of something that is modern, something that is new and it's fresh, I thought that it would have been a good idea. So in my mind, this logo would be, for the first option, just with a blue background, and the lines will be of that mint color. And I will highlight some places with this pink and this purple. While for the second option, it could be a green galaxy background, and those lines, like instead of that black, they could be with this really nice hot pink. And I'm sure that it would probably pop, and just, it isn't something that you can forget easily. Thanks for listening to my speech about how I made those things. I'm really grateful for take part of this project.
The logo we have designed starts from the concept of roots. The roots of a population are the historical knowledge that is intertwined with other civilizations to form the human culture that makes us recognize different but equal. The roots give life and stabilize the trees that, by donating oxygen, make our survival possible, and therefore must be safeguarded. The tree represents life and culture. The roots are supported by the acronym Elmo. The points that divide the letters represent in a stylized way the flags of the states that have contributed to the project. The foliage is bushy and rigorous, and it representing the fruit of stable roots. The program used is Medibent Paint Pro.
Honestly, at start, I was a little bit worried about making a drawing not good enough. But then I tried to set my ideas and I thought, a logo needs to be quite simple and clear, and it should communicate something to the people who are supposed to see that. My idea, in fact, started with a basic point, the title. The written is the most important thing, and I'm glad I realized it on time. I literally played with the acronym Elmo. It still sounds particular. The E is the short for environment. Given that we have to fight against pollution and other natural problems, I believe the best way to resume this word was using a strong symbol that touches people on their minds. So I chose to make a cartoon version of a toxic poison as funny as Prjct. Then I put the L, learning. With this I played on culture, outlining the flags of the 4 countries which have joined this project. Well, how have I thought about that? Easy. I like languages, and I think communication is one of the main notions humans have to remember for every initiative. I'm thankful I'm learning them because I can automatically learn lots of things about other countries. After that, there is the M, mobile devices. For me, this one was the hardest, seeing as I really had no idea at start, but later, one day before the end of my time, I searched on the internet for new suggestions. To understand the answer was even easier than what I expected. I stole the 4 colors of the Google's logo to show a platform to do video lessons with. That's because I do every lesson on Google's program, and it's very useful for me and my schoolmates. So, what's a better way in this period to represent a mobile device than an application we use for our education? Nothing, I suppose. At last, the O. I'm not sure, but I think it's the short for organization. I like this one very much, so artistic and deep. I drew a globe on it, the Earth, our planet. I wanted to represent countries and continents because an international organization needs for sure more than one state, and the principal subjects for this whole project are the environment, the education, and the actual problems. So we're talking about things going over every border. We must collaborate and work together to make a better world, not destroy it. The globe is an excellent symbol to run trials on what the Earth needs, what the Earth truly needs. To conclude, I made a mix of concepts for the background and the frame, showing an iPad as a sign for the online lessons with a light blue cyan or purple desktop to give the idea of a dirty, polluted sky. To remember this precise period that will obviously change our life and our history, I wanted to develop another logo like this, but with the coronavirus behind the written. Of course, there are a lot of links I didn't explain, because I don't want to talk too much. However, I hope it's satisfying enough and my ideas will be appreciated. Thanks.